It's over, Rock. Nothing is over. Just give me something to eat. Or drink. Or however that actually goes. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back for the after pictures, if you will, of the diet. It's been 25 weeks, and a couple of weeks ago, during one of the lifting vids, you may have noticed my tone being like, oh, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the case this week, because I gotta be honest, this is kind of like my reward video, I would say, for myself, because I'm very proud of the results I've gotten and the work that I put in, even though work means not putting food in your mouth. So let's go over the final numbers. The final week's average weight was 125. We came down from a starting point of 143.4. So, doing some quick genius math in my head, that is 18.4 pounds off in 25 weeks. Lost 4.5 inches off my waist, in both measuring points. One that I call the wide point is right on my belly button, and the other I call the narrow point, which is actually at the waist, which is about an inch north of the belly button. And I lost 1 inch each off of my arm circumference and my thigh circumference. So that is excelente. And so I think the takeaway from this experience for me has simply been that when it comes to dieting, calories are king. Everything else after that is queen or jack or 10 or lower. Because in the old days I used to think that, you had to do that I had to do low carbing to get results on a diet, but that's actually not the case. I never went below an average of 160 or 170 carbs per day, which is decidedly not low carb. And so I think the trick is that if you're counting calories, that is the way to do it, because that's the way to do it, and you can have high carbohydrate as opposed to low carbohydrate. In some of my flexes here, the arms definitely got nicer the way I was hoping for. And pretty happy with the midsection as well. Good stuff. Now you might be thinking this is about to end, but that's actually not true, because nothing crystallizes progress like serious before and after pictures. And here they come. Here's the first one. You can see it in the first video, in the very first scene. Man, that's puffy on the left, and noticeably different on the right. Here's the side view between the first week 0 video and today's video. Definite puffiness gone away. This is basically what people at work see, because I don't show up in running shorts and nothing else. But seriously, round face and a lot leaner right now. Oh, and the piece de resistance. As I mentioned, things were finally made their way to looking good in crap lighting. I decided to do my usual update in good lighting and see how it looked, and I'm pretty happy with how it looked. Sorry for cutting my head off with the camera. This is a one-man operation, as I've mentioned before, and sue me. But hey, sorry about that. Yeah, so now that the diet is finished, and going back onto a bulking cycle, I had to remember that famous advice I once got from a YouTube video that mentioned, hey, the best thing you can do when you're bulking is keep your shirt on, because eventually, you're going to lose the cuts and stuff. And I just spent most of this summer, working on getting that. Now, I'm going into the bulking phase. So yeah, that's why I wanted to take these extra things, so have it on record what it looked like, because sometimes it's easy to forget. Speaking of the bulking thing, I'm going to add a thing to my weekly lifting updates to mention where my weight is and what my calories are doing, so you can kind of see how my reverse diet is progressing. I don't intend to do any physique updates, because it's cold, and you got to keep my shirt on, how it is. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to trying to push some serious weight again. I'm wondering when that's going to come back. I hope it's sooner than later, but we're going to do our best with that. after losing it, 5 or 6 weeks into the diet, that was kind of a bummer, you know what I mean? Because I'd hoped to maintain the strength, because pushing big weights is awesome. And so we're going to finish up with some of the final flexes here. The abs came in pretty nice this year. I had talked about the arms at some point where I wasn't seeing the kind of improvement I wanted. I did start to get some of that, where the shoulder, bicep, tricep area got a lot more individually separated, which I was happy about. And also my quads got pretty separated, for me anyway. They still have quite a ways to go if I want to get them, like, say, bodybuilding ready. But I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. And I think that's it. So, hey, count your calories and good things can happen. So I'll leave you guys for now and see you next year's diet. And before then, in the usual weightlifting videos. Take care. Bye.